morning, everyone. Monday is back, and so is your dose of Monday Health Booster. And in today's Monday Health Booster, we're going to talk about autumn goal settings because this is the last part of the year and it's just floating everywhere that we need to have goals. But what kind of goals? Isn't that a good question? Now, because I work with people and I have helped them achieve a lot of their health goals, I have a detailed study about why people are not able to achieve their goals. And it's really important to talk about this because somehow from our childhood, we are really taught a lot about achievements, and so when we are really feeling deep inside that we're not achieving anything, we feel guilty or we don't feel happy and so on. So here's to Monday Health Booster again on goal settings. And here I am, Dr. Shivani Sood, the director of Shivani Ayurveda, talking to you from a perspective of 16 years of my practice and more than 10,000 consultations that how can you set the right goals? The top 3 tips for it. Tip number 1. First of all, don't be afraid of the word goal. It doesn't have to be a big goal. It doesn't have to be something uncomfortable. It doesn't have to be something related to your career. It doesn't have to be something related, to making money. It can just be something you want to see in yourself, or it can be something you need to rest or have more peace of mind. Maybe to have no goal for a while is a good goal because you're so tired of all your goals and, reaching a burnout. So many people have a goal setting mental block where they think if they're setting some goals with others, they have to achieve it and they start feeling pressure for it. Now, why do they feel pressure for it? They feel pressure for it because their body is nutritionally not absorbing the food in a good way. So they don't have the energy, they don't feel happy to kind of pursue any kind of thing. So basically, happiness and health is very important to pursue any kind of goal. I have seen people do it for others out of love rather than doing it for themselves because they feel so satisfied that their partner is happy about their success. So they're thinking about others and it makes it big motivation for them to kind of do it for others. So their motivation is there. And without a perspective of health and happiness, you cannot really fulfill any goals. So the prerequisite is really important, and don't think goals are something really big you need to accomplish or you need to shine out or do like that. But just as your ability to make your personal development, your health, then you can have work goals as well. And it really needs to be clear what kind of goal are you working in one segment of your year. This is the tip number 2. You can't have all at once, and you cannot really be clear about your goals without knowing your body type. Why? Because a person who is having a vata body type always need to have goals which is making him feel connected, appreciated, and never to be put single pressure on. So if a vata person decides a goal which is all by himself, he won't feel good. So if you have the vata mindset, you have to collective goals rather than individual goals. Next is the fire type of mindset, and the fire type of mindset always wants to do all in a short time and too fast and is very impatient. We all have been there, and he need to set goals which are not putting any pressure on his health, and he's looking at his health while he's accomplishing what he wants. And then we have the third type of person who is the kapha mindset person, and the kapha mindset person needs to set goals which are moving him towards stability. Unstable goal don't really motivate him to go and look out there in the outside what is there, because the kapha mindset likes things in the calm way. So he also has the mindset about doing nothing. Now you might be confused what your mindset is, and so we have the psychological guide out there. You can just download it and check what's your mind type and have clear understanding about your goals. So without knowing your psychological type, you should not set the goals, because they give a deeper insight about what kind of goals you need to set. So now I have the 2 point. The first point, you need to know and not be afraid of the word goal. Know your psychological type and set the goals accordingly, because that will give you the motivation to work on it. Maybe, like I said, your goals you're planning in the wrong way, and so they are not happening. Now the third thing is that if you're trying thing again and again in the same wrong manner, and if you're not able to do it by yourself, please get help, because we all need help at a certain point. After we are clear about even our goals, maybe we need to check with someone what kind of goals have we set and what's our really clear objective to go towards these goals. And people don't do that. Now, as an Ayurvedic practitioner, I can tell you a very simple example. Somebody wants to lose weight, and I see an example here that he actually needs to settle things in his mind so that he can feel calm and stable and connect his way of eating. So you don't see that. You just follow your goal following diets. You harm yourself instead of doing something good about yourself. And so Ayurveda is really important in all the aspects of life, because it chooses things wisely for you, and rather than putting you in the same thing. I've seen people who were infertile, and I discovered that they couldn't have a child because they had a lot of unsettled things inside them, and they were not psychologically ready. Their body was not ready. So the goal of having the child needed some prerequisites. So you can always think that you know all, but you always have to get an external opinion and a goal check to see if you've set the right goals for yourself, and be clear on what you're working about, right? So sometimes it was very simple. People had vitamin B deficiencies, and I corrected it, and their nervous system was okay. So don't try to do all the goals in which you have failed with the same technique again and again, and suffer from the consequence of getting failed result. If the result is not coming 3 months, 6 months, you need to see if you're doing the right thing. Don't repeat the mistakes and again waste time, and more essentially waste your mental power and waste your motivation. So then you're like, oh, maybe I'm not meant to have it, but maybe you didn't try it the right way. So goal settings really need to be done properly, because only after you set the goals you know which direction you're going. And many times goal settings are really confused, not aligned with your type, not having the right mindset or the energy to do that, and so it doesn't work out. To have anything, any kind of goal is a goal. It doesn't have to be about really success or money or anything. So just sit down for a while. And I got a lot of messages after I made my Monday Health Booster on health and happiness being the goal. A lot of people wrote down to me in my personal message box that, well, I have tried to be healthy, but I couldn't. I had tried to be happy, but I couldn't. And I saw that there was so much of information missing, which they needed to get so that they could be successful in their goal setting. And believe me, if you're going to be persistent about something, you are going to get there. And Ayurveda is going to make sure that you get there in the right shape, and you get there in the right form, feeling fit and happy to say that I am successful. Because the success stays the same, being more healthier and happier, and the achievement coming out like the tree grows naturally. So that was my Monday Health Booster on how to set the health goals and happiness goals, and if they're not working, how to set it in the correct way. So I hope you enjoyed this Monday Health Booster and you set some really nice, easy goals for yourself which you can accomplish and feel happy and healthy in the coming season. Bye bye, take care, and I will see you in the next one.